Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Just want to tell you, buddy, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm grateful for all the subscribers that I have. Every time I look, I'm gaining one subscriber here, one subscriber there. I appreciate every single person that subscribes to my channel. So today we wanted to talk about something that my friend gave me the idea of, right? Shout out to Erica. Thank you for this beautiful idea. And it's the yet theory, right? Um, I've followed the let them theory for this whole year. It's one of the most powerful videos I've watched this whole year. I'm gonna put it down in the description box. It's done by Mel Robbins. Mel Robbins, she did a let them theory. So the let them theory is amazing, and I think this theory would be amazing for people too, which is the yet theory. Yet. Okay? So what is the yet theory? So the yet theory is instead of saying no to something that somebody say to you, you just say not yet, right? Not yet. I think it helps with building your confidence up. It helps with changing your mindset to thinking more positively because now you're using the not yet instead of the no. The no, it's more, I would say, discouraging, right? The not yet is more uplifting. And because you're trying to uplift yourself and trying to push yourself towards propelling yourself to be better, you want to use the not yet theory. So, for example, if somebody says to you, hey, I know you've been trying to lose weight. Were you able to lose any weight? Were you able to lose the 10 pounds that you said you wanted to lose? And you could say, not yet, but I'm working on it, right? Not yet, but I'm working on it. By you giving that response, you're subconsciously telling yourself that you need to do it, you're going to keep doing it, and you're going to do the work to get there. Of course, we know 10 pounds is not easy to lose, right? But you can say to yourself, I've lost 1 pound, I lost 2 pounds. So you can say I didn't lose the 10 pounds yet, but I lost 2 pounds though, you know? And then you can use that analogy for even trying to get a job. Say you're trying to get a job and somebody asks you, were you able to get that job yet? Were you able to get that raise yet? Were you able to get that new position yet? And you can say, no, not yet, but I'm working on it. Not yet, but I'm working on it. I love that theory. I love the not yet theory. Erica, thank you for that because it's just when you say not yet, it changes so much things. Like there's things that a lot of people want to accomplish, but when they go into it with a negative mindset, they're never going to get there. But the not yet theory just helps it in so many ways. If I'm an alcoholic, a person that loves to drink, I'm always drinking, always passing out, doing all these reckless stuff, right? Going out to the clubs, I'm always just wilding out with the liquor. Because for me, liquor takes me away from everything that I'm going through in the world. This is my happy space, right? This is how I'm able to feel like my best version of myself when I'm intoxicated, when I'm enjoying life like that. And say I get up one day and I realize how detrimental it is to be drinking like that. I'm getting trouble with cops, but getting pulled over, getting DUIs. I'm losing my license. I'm getting tickets here and there. I'm losing my jobs. There's a lot of things happening from me consuming so much liquor and not being responsible with drinking, right? And then I decided I'm going to make a change. And I said, you know what? I'm not drinking anymore, right? But it's very hard to just snap your fingers and just stop drinking because it takes a lot of work to be able to stop that. You can't just stop cold turkey. So say you used to do 3 beers a day. Now you bring it down from 3 to 2, right? And all it takes is somebody to come to you and say, hey, I know you was trying to stop drinking. Were you able to stop? And you could say, not yet, but I'm working on it. I wasn't able to stop drinking yet, but I'm working on it. And you know that you're doing what you need to do on your end to actually get to that point to where you could say, I don't drink anymore. You know, you want to get to a point where You could probably say, I've learned to control it so much that I only drink when I'm going out on some social stuff, you know? And I know I'm not going to drive. I might take an Uber or something. But you can say that was a huge accomplishment compared to how you used to drink every day. So when the person do say to you, hey, were you able to stop? You'd be like, not yet, you know? Or you can say, I'm making progress towards it. And you can use that same thing for getting a job, right? Or getting a promotion at a job. You know, you can say, somebody can say, hey, were you able to get that new position yet? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Were you able, that girl that you kept seeing that you wanted to pursue, did you approach her? Did you talk to her? Not yet, but I'm going to. Not yet. So I love the not yet theory because I think it helps you in so many ways to propel you, man, to push you, to give you that push, you know? And a lot of times when you are talking to people, you listen to what you're saying and you're really talking to yourself. Like a lot of times I'm making these videos to you guys, I'm actually talking to myself. Because when I go back and watch these videos and I listen to myself, it motivates me to do the things that I'm telling you guys that you guys should try, right? So when you're talking to people, a lot of times you are talking to yourself at the same time. And because you want to walk in the steps, in the whatever you're trying to convey to people, I'm trying to walk in those like myself. I'm trying to do the same thing for myself. So if I'm going to tell you something, you better believe I'm either doing it already, or I'm in the process of doing it, or I'm trying to do it. Not yet. Right? So for me, there's things that I want to do. There's some huge, big goals that I want to accomplish. When I mean big, huge, where I'm trying to help kids around the world. I'm trying to help adults. I'm trying to do some big things. But it's scary. It's so scary when I think about the things that I want to do because the goal is so big. The goal is so big, and I'm thinking to myself, man, am I going to be able to accomplish that? Right? And I think about all the other people that have accomplished those big goals, you know, from all the influencers, you could think about Mr. Beast, right? Mr. Beast was small and he just kept being consistent, and now look where he's at. You know, you could think about Darman. Darman was this small, but he kept being consistent. Look where he's at. Tyler Perry. You could think of a lot of people that started off really small and they got really big. Steve Jobs. You could think about Steve Harvey. He also had that, where he wanted to accomplish certain things and it was such a big goal and it was scary, but he just kept going. So even Steve Harvey, you figure people probably looked at him and said, hey, were you able to get that gig yet? Were you able to do a stand-up yet? Were you able to do that yet? And he'd be like, no, not yet, but I'm working on it. Not yet, but I'm working on it. It goes perfect together. You know? So for my goals that I want to accomplish, they're scary, they're huge, but I've read books that have helped me to think differently about these big goals, right? I read this book called Greatest Mindset by Lewis Howes. And one of the things I love about that book is it tells you that you can accomplish those big goals, right? But what it tells you is to take those little small steps that's needed to accomplish those big goals. You can't just get up and just jump into this big goal. Just like how you can't jump and just snap your fingers and just stop drinking. You take the baby steps that's needed to get there. So for a person that is trying to stop drinking, what they're going to do is some baby steps, different things they could do. They can start going to meetings about drinking, right? They can take all the liquor out of their house. They can stay away from people that drink. They can stop going to events that involve drinking. Things to try to help the process of getting there, right? But all these steps, all these things that you're doing is to help you to get to your goal. Just like me, I want to help the world. I want to help young kids. I want to help so many people. How am I going to get there? I'm not going to just snap my finger tomorrow and have access to resources and all these things to be able to do what I want to do. But if I continuously keep working on myself and keep doing what I need to do, I'm going to get there. I just have to keep going. So I might tell you my dream and tell you what I want to do. And you might come at me next year and be like, were you able to get that such and such that you was trying to get? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Not yet, but I'm working on it. Even though it's such a huge goal. And honestly, my goal is so big that I don't even know where to start. But my mindset is I'm going to be able to accomplish it. I'm going to be able to do it. I was thinking small-minded before, but now I'm thinking in abundance, man. I'm thinking anything is possible, because anything is possible. How these people turn presidents and turn CEOs of these companies, how do they accomplish these things? Because they believe in themselves. So they can be at a position in a job and say, hey, I want to be a manager at this job. And they've been there for 5 years, 6 years, and somebody's looking at them like, hey, you've been here a long time. How are you not manager? Be like, not yet, but I'm working on it. I'm going to be a manager, but it's not yet. And the thing about the not yet theory, right? Sometimes it's not your time yet. Sometimes it's not your time yet. Sometimes the time that you expect to have it, the time that you expect that you should be doing what you think you should be doing, it's not your time yet. There's a time for everything, right? So I want to be the manager at this job, not yet. It's not your time yet, right? It's going to happen, but not yet. The girl that you've been pursuing, that you wanted to be your girlfriend, not yet. It's not your time yet. Probably you need to work on yourself or build yourself up before you will pursue that girl, because that specific girl that you want, she's the type of person that she can see through your flaws and all your problems that you have with yourself. So probably you need to work on yourself and build yourself up before you approach her for a relationship. So no, I wasn't able to talk to this girl, and no, I wasn't able to get her, not yet, because I'm working on me. I'm working on my finances. I'm doing what I need to do to make sure that when I present myself to her, I'm the best version of myself that I could give to her. And then I can actually have her think to say, okay, you know what? I'll give him a try. I'll give him a chance. You see what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with getting a house. If you wanted to get a house and you know that it takes 20% on this house to get this house. So this house, it's going to require you to have $40,000, $30,000 for the down payment on this house. You're going to say, not yet. Were you able to save the 30 grand? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Were you able to get the girl that you wanted? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Were you able to stop drinking the way you was? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Were you able to lose that weight that you was telling me? Not yet, but I'm working on it. You see how great that is? It makes me feel good just saying it. Like, try saying that to yourself about something that you've given up on, something that you get discouraged from, something that you thought was hard or think that is out of your reach. Try changing your mindset to the not yet with that specific thing, and tell me, how does that feel? I want you to try it and tell me, how does that feel? You know, like it can even go for you and your kids. Like, say, or with your anger, your emotions and stuff like that, right? So say you're a person that gets frustrated very easily. Your kid is always frustrating you, always yelling at your kid, always hitting your kid, whatever the case might be, right? But you know you want to stop it. And you're talking to yourself. You're not talking to nobody else. You're doing this with yourself. You're looking yourself in the mirror and you're like, I want to stop yelling at my son. I don't want to keep getting frustrated with him. I want to actually stop yelling at my son. It don't happen overnight, right? So now what's going to happen? You're going to have to do what you need to do to get there. Probably breathing exercises. When you feel yourself getting frustrated, just being quiet, walking away, telling, give me a second, stuff like that. You're going to do baby steps to get there, because I have done that before, because I'm getting frustrated with my son all the time. And I have done stuff to try to calm myself down to where I can look back at myself and be like, you know what? I love the person that I've become with my son. So there's been times when every single day I'm getting frustrated from him not listening, whatever the case might be, right? And I had to say to myself, I have to try a different approach, because me getting stressed out, me lashing out with emotions, it's not going to fix the problem. What it's going to do is going to keep adding to the problem, right? So I don't want to do that. And I don't want to mess him up mentally. I want to be able to converse with him, talk to him like a human being, and let him know, I don't agree with what you're doing. I think what you're doing is wrong, right? But still get to the end goal without the abuse that comes with talking to him like that. So I don't have to abuse him mentally before I get to the goal. You see what I'm saying? I can talk to him and smoothly get to the goal with him, you know? And what I like about that is I can say to myself, hey, I still feel myself getting frustrated with him. I still see myself lashing out. And I'm not doing it as often. So where I want to go, I want to get here, but I didn't get there yet, right? I didn't get there yet, but with work and with time and with consistency, I will get there. So not yet, but I'm working on it. So you see how that works perfect with that situation? Not yet, but I'm working on it. If you go to work and you're always angry with the co-workers or whatever the case might be, you know, and for whatever reason they do any little thing, you get angry. You could use the not yet. You know, they was always getting to me. They was always pissing me off. I want to stop making them control my emotions like that. I want to stop them from being able to tell me something and I get tipped off or pissed off. So you're going to say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to start making changes and adjustments to make sure when I start going to work, they can't get to me like that anymore. Not yet. Right? So you want to get to that goal where you could stop making people trigger you so easy, but you have to take the steps to get there. And while you're taking the steps, you're going to say, I know where I want to be. I know what I want to accomplish. So I'm going to say, not yet. Jermaine, did you stop getting angry at your son and getting frustrated with your son? Not yet. Jermaine, did you work on this communication? Did you work on your communication skills? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Were you able to work on being more organized with your business and stuff like that? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Were you able to start working on your money management when it comes to your business? No, not yet, but I'm working on it. You know, like all these things that I'm telling you, I'm actually working on. I'm working on these things and I'm self-conscious about it. And I know where I want to be, but I haven't gotten there yet. Do you hear that? Yet. But I am working on it. I am not giving up on myself. And that's what I want for you guys, to not give up on yourself. The not yet is to not give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself, because if you give up on yourself, that means you will never reach where you want to reach, because if you have to believe in yourself before you can make people believe in you. Like everything that I've done with my business, with my clothing line, I had to believe in myself first, and then people started believing in me. And you had some people that believed in me even before I got to where I got to, right? But I had to see it for myself, and I had to believe in myself before I can actually put that out there. And now, when I put that out there, everybody is seeing my work. They're saying I do great work. They're telling me I'm amazing. And it's because I kept working on my craft. So, and I was watching people that that's way bigger than me. And I've seen how they put stuff together, how their packaging is. I've seen how they fold. I see how they come with designs and all these things. And I'm looking at these guys like, these people are amazing. But how did they get there? They kept working on themselves. They didn't give up. So I can say for this channel, I only have 40 subscribers. Say I have 40 subscribers. I want to have 1,000. Okay? I want to have 1,000. It'd be great to have 1,000 people watching these motivational videos and getting inspired by them, and it's helping them. So Am I going to just get discouraged and not make videos because I'm at 40 subscribers and I want to reach 1,000? No, I'm not going to get discouraged. It's motivating me. Hey, how many subscribers you have? 40. You didn't reach 1,000 yet? No, not yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on building my subscribers up. I'm working on controlling my emotions. I'm working on my money management. I'm working on being a better version of myself. I'm all these things I'm working on, right? But it never stops. So all I'm going to say going forward to anything that anybody asks me, did you do it? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Were you able to? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Did you speak to? Not yet, but I'm working on it. And not just say it just to say it. That's the thing that you don't want to do. You don't want to just say, not yet, I'm working on it, when you're not really working on it. You want to be a man of your word. That's one thing that my sister taught me. She said, be a man of your word. You know, if you're going to say something, be a man of it. Like, don't just say it and then take it back or change your mind and all. Don't be all over the place. Be decisive, know what you want to do, and say what you're going to do. So if the not yet theory works for you guys, let me know. It'll be amazing if you guys leave a comment in the comment section. Please, you guys got to start giving me thumbs up on these videos and start sharing these videos so I can get in the algorithm and start trying to help as much people as possible. Because I've been helping people all the time, but these are people that I can physically touch and physically see in front of my face. But being able to make these videos for you guys and being able to help people around the world, I think that would be huge for me, right? But the only way I can accomplish that is by you guys putting the thumbs up, subscribing if you guys do like the content, and sharing it with people that you think it will be beneficial to. Okay? So, am I 1,000 subscribers? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys have a blessed day. Be positive. Be grateful for everything that you have, because there's a lot of people out there who wish they could be in your shoes. Do not be envious of anybody. Don't be jealous of anybody, because you got to be able to appreciate the things that you have. And do not compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday and the day before or last year. Keep trying to work on being a better version of you. Okay? I'm going to have to make a video about jealousy. That's probably going to be my next video. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. I know I'm looking kind of dapper today. I thank you guys for the compliments in advance. All right, you guys have a blessed day. You already know what it is. Peace.